Hi, welcome to Vocabulary Wednesday, and I am Chris with Magoosh. Today's theme, G words. Now, it may not seem that interesting of a topic, but there are not that many GRE words that actually begin with G, even though the GRE begins with a G. But we have some important ones today. Let me start off with maybe the highest frequency of the G words that I have for you today, which is gratuitous. Now, you may think of gratuitous as a gratuity. When you're at a restaurant, you leave a tip, and so you may think, oh, this has something to do with maybe gratitude or with leaving a tip. It actually doesn't, and that's why it's a very confusing word. You know how the GRE likes misleading words. Gratuitous means something that is unwarranted, uncalled for, given the occasion. So let's imagine we're at a restaurant, and someone makes a toast, and afterwards I stand up and I applaud. Really good job, good job. Probably not necessary, unless everyone else is standing. So something that the occasion doesn't really call for it, yet you do it, that is gratuitous. Now, you often hear this word in terms of violence. Gratuitous violence is violence that is unnecessary. Many movies today are not content to simply have someone die, but oftentimes they have to show their head explode and blow off and all sorts of gory things happen. So gratuitous violence is something you may have heard before, and now you know exactly what it means. The next word is an intimidating word, glower. To glower is to stare at with hostility. You're very, very angry with someone. And so maybe you've heard of the evil eye or give a really dirty look to. That's the essence of glower. So I will stop glowering now. Next, it's a fun little word. Not high frequency by any measure, but definitely a G vocabulary word. Grouse rhymes with mouse. Grouse is also a bird. Of course, we're not here to learn bird words. We're here to learn GRE words. And a second definition of grouse, again, rhymes with mouse, is to grumble and complain, usually about something petty. So if you're not complaining really loudly or vociferously, but more under your breath, you are grousing. For instance, maybe when you're prepping for GRE and you see all the words you have to learn and all those difficult text completions you have to contend with, you may be prone to grousing. Oh gosh, do I really have to put up with all this at 3 in the morning? The answer is no, because soon you will be done with the GRE and you will do really well if you learn most of these words, at least on the verbal section. Finally, genial. If something is genial, it is pleasant, agreeable, kind. It can talk about the weather, it can talk about a person who is friendly, and they emanate a nice warm feeling, or at least you're around them and go, hey, I feel good, this is a nice person. That person is genial. Again, it can refer to the weather and maybe an environment in general that is favorable, but typically it refers to nice, friendly people. And you may recognize that that's very similar to another word, which is congenial. So those two are related. So those are the G words. There's actually a few more. Check them out at gre.magoosh.com.